Hello everyone. My name is Hunter, otherwise known as Digital Oil Hunter online. And today we're going to talk about nodes. What are nodes and how does it relate to new technology that's hitting the scene and how this new technology creates new platforms which are offering an incredible opportunity for a change, a transformation in how we view nodes and node ownership. So I'm really excited to share just a little bit of information, but this, as a disclaimer, is meant to be extremely basic and give more of a high-level theoretical view on what are nodes, how it relates to traditional concepts of nodes like we've seen with things like cryptocurrency mining and blockchains like Bitcoin and so on and so forth, and then how it evolves into something that we may have not seen just yet. So again, this is meant to be more of a basic rundown, not a comprehensive overview of all the details you'll need to make any form of informed decision on whether or not you participate in any upcoming node sales or not, but more so as an introduction so that when that information does come out, it allows you to have a baseline understanding of what we are reading and talking about and trying to make decisions on. So with that being said, just going to share my screen here and show you a quick visually guided presentation. Now, I'll admit I did not spend a ton of effort or time on making this aesthetically pleasing, and it's not even meant for you to focus on entirely. The words that I'm going to be telling you, I think, are a bit more detailed than what you're going to find on the screen, but visual cues can help. So here we go. What do we node is the catchphrase I'm using. And here are the basics. And we have to start with traditional data management. So what is that? What do we need to know? Well, within traditional data management, when it comes to nodes, nodes are simply computers or servers that are managed or run by an individual, whether me or some other entity or company, that is running a certain network or application, some software that we want to run. And so my computer can be a node, a server that has more, comprehensive or effective power than just a computer by itself can be a node, or the combination of various hardware and software can run and be a node. And so the two giants that we need to discuss to get a background on this within cryptocurrency mining are proof of work and proof of stake. Proof of work and proof of stake are differing consensus mechanisms. They are essentially mechanisms that help organize a validation process. And this validation process is simply a process to validate the data to ensure it is correct and accurate. And when done in traditional blockchains, once verified, what it does is it allows that individual entity node operator who is validating the data to create a block and put it and link it into the chain of other blocks. And so within a proof of work consensus mechanism, the most primary and popular one that we know of today is within the Bitcoin blockchain. This is where computers are used to solve puzzles in order to earn rewards, okay? So this is where data isn't just stored, it's mined. In a proof of work mechanism, imagine miners are like students solving complex math problems. And the first one to solve the problem gets a gold star, or in this case, cryptocurrency, and they get rewarded in those coins. And Bitcoin is a famous example of this. However, it does require a lot of computational power. And it's kind of like using an entire notebook of all those pieces of paper to solve one math problem, which is not so eco-friendly when you have a ton of different students scribbling on an entire notebook all at the same time, trying to solve the same problem. And once someone finally does, they're the winner, they're rewarded, but you're left with all these other people who were also focused on the same task with all these pieces of paper that they used to solve the problem. It is secure, but it is costly to get set up, and it is very energy intensive. And so we want to also learn a little bit about something that evolved from this called proof of stake. And proof of stake is essentially a new consensus mechanism that was popularized by a blockchain like Ethereum. You see, proof of stake is where the more coins you hold, the more chances you have of being chosen to validate the transactions and create new blocks. And it's akin to being chosen to answer a question in the classroom because you've read more books or something similar. It's like a raffle ticket system. The more tickets or coins that you hold, the higher your chances of getting picked. And there are some randomization, features that they have to create more equitable distribution system here, but ultimately it uses less energy, but it can also lead to a concentration of power with those who have more coins. Okay, so if these are the two main consensus mechanisms that are used, and there are others, there are plenty of others, so feel free to do your own research, but these are the two giants. And so we want to compare these to something new that's coming out of the birth of a new technology platform, and that's VDC, an acronym for Vogon Decentralized Cloud, a new kid on the block. Think of Vogon Decentralized Cloud as an advanced computer that does more than just validate and reward. You see, VDC is not your typical student in the classroom. It's as if a student has a super brain that can process information and store it efficiently. And so coming back to the conversation of nodes and being able to participate in a network of this stature, there are different tiers of nodes that are being offered. It's like having different levels of brain capacity. The more complex the information, the higher tier brain is required. Now, these nodes or super brains are not infinite. They're a fixed supply, and they're distributed on a first come, first serve basis to make it more fair. Think of it like getting to choose your seat in a classroom on the first day of school, and whoever gets there first at the designated time gets to choose first which ones they could opt into, right? And so it is more efficient, it is less energy intensive, and it does much more than just verify transactions. And the point of this presentation is not to get into the technology itself, as we've done in previous videos and will continue to talk about, and you'll see from the company and platform themselves. The point of this is just to understand nodes from a high level and the value and the differences they make from this platform as compared to the traditional mechanisms we just discussed with things like Bitcoin and Ethereum. And so let's quickly get into the value, the economics of Vogon Decentralized Cloud. The cost associated with Vogon Decentralized Cloud isn't just about storing data. It's about the computational processes, the security, and the efficiency that it comes with. It's like paying for not just a seat in a classroom, but an entire learning experience that's optimized for your success, okay? And when we talk about how the economics of the Vogon Decentralized Cloud is structured, imagine if your grades weren't just based on your final exams, but on the performance throughout your semester, your participation, your attendance, and even your behavior. That's similar to how Vogon value units work. What are Vogon value units? Well, as you can see here, they are a composite metric that evaluates the overall value provided by a node. It's a means to measure the economic value activity that's being provided by a node. And so that can include things like CPU, which is time in hours, or memory, which is memory used in gigabytes, or storage used in gigabytes, or uptime measured in hours, all of which, I'm sorry to go back on that, all of which are weighted and valued in their importance, okay? And so these tiered rates for nodes that provide resources above certain thresholds, and then you have dynamic pricing for nodes that run well during high demand peaks, and then you have bonuses and penalties for high or low uptimes. And all these payments are automated through smart contracts in crowd units based on the Vogon value unit invoices as the basis for the transaction. So that's what I want people to make sure that they understand is crowd units are like the currency in a school ecosystem where you can use them to access different resources. And that's what makes transactions possible on Vogon Decentralized Cloud. VVU measures the value of it, but those get exchanged for crowd units for the actual transaction. So that's what's important about these nodes, if anything, for those of you who may not feel that you're going to have a strong enough inclination or financial positioning or just an overall understanding or interest in from a hardware and software participation perspective, participating in the network, you just want to own the assets that are transacted through the whole environment. That's what you are as a crowd unit holder. And so no matter what, as a crowd unit holder, you are benefiting from the ownership and the runtime of these nodes, whether or not you own one or not. But let's get into more specifics about these Vogon decentralized cloud nodes. They are a game changer, okay? In traditional crypto mining, like proof of work that we discussed, it's all about energy and the power that you put into mining the coins. It's competitive and it's energy intensive. But in Vogon Decentralized Cloud, it's about providing value through efficient data management, security, and processing power. It's like the difference between studying hard and studying smart. To be successful, you probably need to do both. But just by working hard only makes it really tough to be successful and output a ton of value. And so when we talk about owning a Vogon decentralized node, here's what I want you to imagine. Imagine walking into a classroom equipped with not just books and whiteboards, but interactive learning modules, artificially intelligent tutors, and real-time feedback mechanisms. This upgraded classroom really represents the benefits of owning a VDC node. It transcends the traditional learning environment, offering enhanced tools, resources, and opportunities for growth. And some examples of that are, for instance, for developers. In the world of Vogon Decentralized Cloud, developers are like the students who have access to an advanced lab with cutting-edge tools and technologies at their disposal. With a VDC node, you have enhanced productivity. So developers can code in multiple languages, which is like similar to being fluent in multiple subjects. The Graal virtual machine, you can go do your research on this. That's GRAAL virtual machine. This allows developers to be more versatile, reducing the time and effort required to switch between languages. If they're more familiar, more comfortable with their own native language they've grown to be strong with, they can continue working with that as opposed to being forced to switch to a new language they're not comfortable with just because they're looking to participate in a new environment. It also provides robust security. Developers benefit from incorporating, or the platform itself incorporating, cryptographic techniques like BLS 12381 cryptograph hash techniques. This is like having an impenetrable security system for your assignments and your projects. It ensures data integrity and security. And last but not least, you have efficient data management. So in this ecosystem, the platform is handling JSON files with Vogon Decentralized Cloud. And that's similar to having a really organized, easy, accessible filing system for all your notes, ensuring they're readily available and easily retrievable as well. And then going on to business owners. Business owners get to be the teachers in this example, with eyes on every student. And they're armed with data-driven insights to tailor their teaching approaches. So as a business owner, owning a Vogon decentralized node might offer you scalability. As your classroom or your business grows, so does your need for space and resources. And the Vogon decentralized cloud nodes, especially the 450 terabyte midsize or up to the 1 petabyte storage nodes ensure that as your data needs expansion, so does your infrastructure follow suit seamlessly. You also have the advantage of cost effectiveness. As a business owner, owning a VDC node is like having a self-sustaining classroom where resources are optimized and waste is minimized. JSON files, being text-based, require less storage space, ensuring that you get the maximum value for your investment. And last, of course, not least, security and compliance. As a business owner, this is huge because as we've seen the cybersecurity market, exploitation of cybersecurity markets growing to something of like 15 trillion in the next few years, small businesses are extremely vulnerable. They're not set up like the large ones, and even the large ones are having enough trouble as it is. But this provides greater enhanced security and compliance for small and mid-sized businesses. Think of it as having your own state-of-the-art security system in your school, ensuring every student's safety, advanced cryptographic techniques, and enterprise-level server hardware, ensuring your data's security. This is what is being provided through the ownership of a Vogon decentralized node, way beyond just the opportunity to earn rewards, right? That's the distinguishment that we're making now. And so as we move beyond, in conclusion, owning a node is doing many things, but at its core, it's also helping people get paid and reimbursed for their authenticity. Okay. The competitive edge of Vogon decentralized cloud versus traditional crypto nodes is this. In a competitive world of cryptocurrency and data management, owning a VDC node is like being enrolled in a world-class educational institution. It's not just about the infrastructure, but the quality of education and the holistic development that it offers. So yes, diversified earning potential. Unlike traditional crypto nodes, where earnings are predominantly from mining, VDC node ownership offers revenue through data storage, processing, and management. So it's like having multiple streams of learning and development opportunities. Then you have community engagement and governance. Imagine a school where every student has a voice and decisions are made collectively for the greater good. VDC node owners participate in governance, shaping the future trajectory of the VDC ecosystem. You also have the benefit of resource optimization. In traditional crypto, resources are often underutilized. And in contrast, VDC is like a well-managed classroom where every book, every piece of equipment is utilized to its maximal potential, ensuring optimal value extraction. And last but not least, you have enhanced security, where traditional crypto nodes often face security challenges. Owning a VDC node is akin to having a personalized security detail, ensuring that your data is protected against theft, corruption, and unauthorized access. So while crypto mining offers financial rewards, Vogon provides a comprehensive suite of benefits ranging from collaboration, scalability, and efficiency to data integrity, security, and enhanced user experience. Thus, investing in Vogon's node offers a holistic and forward-thinking approach compared to the limited scope of crypto mining. Get paid for helping others get reimbursed for their authenticity by joining the Vogon Decentralized Cloud today and being part of something extraordinary. You say goodbye to artificial intelligence and say hello to your unique human experience, because when you share your wisdom, you get paid for being you. It's time for sustainable change. Unlike this energy guzzling crypto mining, VDC is all about sustainability and green values and securing your future. With dynamic payments and decentralized storage and downright almost irresistible rewards, owning a VDC node is not just compelling, but it's potentially highly profitable too. So let's together sort of revive the promise of a people-powered internet where transparency and compliance and fairness are the top priorities. I believe that Vogon Decentralized Cloud is reshaping cloud storage, and it's championing sustainability, ushering in a more prosperous, people-powered digital era. This is more than just technology. It's about you and your community and forging a sustainable, more inclusive digital world. And I'm really excited about what this platform is doing, and I'm really excited about the new, more detailed information that they'll soon be unveiling to the world about these types of opportunities. And so, as we enter into our last slide here, so many questions I'm sure you have. But as I disclaimed at the beginning of this presentation, this was not meant to answer all your questions, just to sort of paint a high-level picture as to why what is coming is just different. It is just different. It has its own lane. It's the good things of the past, but supercharged with new and more diverse opportunity. And so, yes, you want to know, should I buy a node? You know, as an individual who maybe is not a business owner, should I buy a node? Well, perhaps it's not, but perhaps it is. Because just by owning a node, even without being a managed service provider yourself, there's a ton of opportunity to help other local businesses in your area secure all these great benefits that we just discussed, while you earn the rewards of keeping up with that running application on your computer or on your server. That takes minimal maintenance and just a little bit of education that the company would provide you. But you know, how much will they cost? What will I need to set up? You know, and how is the potential node ownership different or separate from, you know, this assignment of nodes that's been discussed in our internal communities for early adopters and the licensed distributors and resellers of the platform already. Those things will come out in a very short amount of time, and you'll have all your answers questioned. But if I had to give a quick example, just so that you're not left with anything, an example is that at the lowest possible tier for this node opportunity that Vogon and CrowdPoint are offering, it's required to have a roughly 50 terabyte microserver. So let's say you buy a microserver, which at that level might run you from anywhere between $2,000 or $5,000. And then you can expect a few $100s per month potentially for electricity costs and some basic maintenance that may be required from time to time. So running a node on a network like VDC, although yes, there are some costs, it's significantly more cost effective compared to setting up a traditional server for compute, storage, and analytics for a business. The costs are really reduced due to its built-in security, open source software, and less of a need for personnel to maintain and observe that. And moreover, the potential to earn income by holding tokens and participating in the network's consensus mechanism can offset your operational costs, making it an attractive option for businesses and developers seeking efficient, secure, and cost-effective data storage and compute solutions. And so all your questions that you probably have swirling around your head will be answered in due time, but I hope that this delivered some bit of context as to where we've come from, where traditional cryptocurrency mining and proof of work and stake has gotten us to, but then where we're going and where the brilliance of this platform is taking us and the opportunities that it presents. So it's more than just rewards. It's inclusivity and a better people-powered internet. Really excited for it. I'm happy to find out more information from the company and the platforms themselves over the next days and weeks. So stay tuned. If you are a complete stranger to this information, please subscribe to my YouTube or follow me over at TikTok at Digital Oil Hunter. If you know me already, then happy to connect with you, take your feedback, and discuss this in length. So I hope you'll have a wonderful rest of your day, and we will talk again soon. Take care. Bye.